The college landscape has really changed, particularly in the last 5 years. How would you describe some of those changes, and how have we adapted our approaches to that different landscape?
We have responded by sort of shifting our emphasis on how we present students and how we help students present themselves. So we're presenting our information very much upfront and very clear and very bold, and we're helping students do the same. And that's been the biggest thing, telling them that the process is different. We can't be subtle about telling the story of who they are.
So what is a college process like for an academy student?
Yeah, we have a program for parents of 6th through 9th graders where we talk about the big picture. We talk about what the students are interested in. We have asked them to have conversations about decision making, how they make decisions, what do they need to make a good decision and feel that they've made a good decision. Our office resides in the 10-12 division, and that's when we get most focus with students. Every 10th, 11th, and 12th grade student has a required course called College Knowledge. And there we're able to introduce them to concepts about the process. Some will be very focused and know what they want. Some still, as seniors at this point, aren't quite sure what they want to do and have different options available. Very individually crafted and suitable to exactly what each student's needs are. We have the tradition in our office where once a senior has chosen to enroll in a school, they get to get a little pennant and put it up on the map where their college is, and then we have a map. And we post that on social media, and colleges around the country wait to see the academy's list. They want to see the map. They want to see how broad it is. They want to see how many flags there are.
What is our relationship with UNM, and how do we promote, advance, support our students staying right here in Albuquerque?
It's an important relationship, and that is something that we have changed over my time here at the Academy. We made it the focus and sort of the beginning of the process. At the beginning of senior year, literally every senior applies to UNM. We tell them that UNM is a great first option. It's a great plan A. It's a tier 1 research institution, and it's an amazing place, and it's a great place that serves many of our students. We want them to start up saying, you have this position of strength, you have this great option already. Now we're just going to work on plan B. What's the next option? And what's the next option after that? Because you already have a strong option.
How do you go about helping a student or a family find the best fit?
Yeah, that starts with a lot of questions. Literally questionnaires that the students will fill out, that the parents will fill out. Asking them what's important, asking them to think about different things. Why are you going to go to college? Have you thought about what kind of problems you like to solve? What kind of interactions you like to have? Do you like to work with people? Do you like to work with processes? Do you like to work with your hands? And once a student has a certain idea, they want this size of school, this type of places, this type of program, we said, okay, we'll make you a list that fits that. And sometimes they will come back and say, well, that college is really interesting to me for these reasons. We say, okay, then what about this one here? And we sort of push a little bit on the edges and see how they're sticking to those criteria. But then in the end, we empower the students and the families to decide what is going to be the final list. The financial picture is important. We need to talk about finances up front, and if that's going to limit the schools that you apply to, let's know that in advance. We find students options, and oftentimes our students end up in places that they never considered before they were suggested by one of the college advisors, and those are our biggest success stories.
Why don't you speak to the relationships that we have with the admissions directors across the various colleges and universities?
The relationship with the colleges is a critical part of what we do. We have very strong relationships with admission officers from around the country, and this school is very well known. Students might not realize that, and that's one of the questions that we usually ask in sophomore year, true or false. Albuquerque Academy is one of the most recognized independent schools in the country. They all say, oh, false, nobody knows who we are, and it's absolutely true.
Funny you say that. I was at a conference myself, and somebody said, oh, where do you work? And I said, oh, Albuquerque Academy. And they said, oh, the Academy. So you know when you're in Chicago or elsewhere, and they even just dropped the Albuquerque, it's just the Academy.
Numerous times when visiting colleges, I've met faculty members at those colleges who say, where are you from? I say, I work at Albuquerque Academy. And I have had faculty members tell me time and time again, I love Albuquerque Academy.
Right, the students.
Send more.
Right.
We love having Academy students in our classes. So even even college professors know who we are and the product that we produce.
Right.